Donald Trump is calling it a bullseye, but it's still unclear how much damage has been inflicted by US attacks on Iran's nuclear sites. The American president has praised Sunday's strikes in a post on Truth Social. He wrote, "Monumental damage was done to all nuclear sites in Iran, as shown by satellite images. Obliteration is an accurate term," he said. The white structure shown is deeply embedded into the rock, with even its roof well below ground level and completely shielded from flame. The biggest damage took place far below ground level at Bullseye. Let's talk to our White House correspondent, Kimberly Halkett. And Kimberly, reading that, one can't help but wonder just how founded in knowledge that is.
Yeah, and broader Washington, I can tell you, is asking questions, given most of the consensus is that the satellite imagery of the damage from the U.S. strikes has been inconclusive. Now, the U.S. president is set to hold a national security briefing, a closed-door session in a classified setting with his security team. That's happening at 17 GMT. And we know that there are a number of issues that are troubling the White House, Nick. We know that there is a question about where the enriched uranium that was stored at Fordow has moved to, given the fact there are wide reports that that was what happened prior to the U.S. strikes. Also, what Iran's response or retaliation could look like. Could it be targeting the bases in the Middle East, the 40,000 soldiers that are stationed there, as well as their families and personnel, American citizens being given a high alert warning to be vigilant? And also, there has been a heightened alert here in the United States, the concern that they're, based on the wording from the Iranians, that there are sleeper cells in the United States that could carry out some sort of attack. There is extra vigilant with regard to cybersecurity as well as infrastructure. But there is a lot of confusion, Nick, about the president's sort of slipping scale, if you will, when it comes to regime change. And that is one of the other questions. What is the end state here, given the fact that the U.S. president's staff, the vice president, the secretary of state, the defense secretary, all said this wasn't about regime change. But on Sunday, the president suggested that, in fact, it may be just about that. And the White House press secretary in the last hour or so saying that why shouldn't the Iranian people take away the power of this violent regime? So a lot of questions coming ahead of the U.S. president. He is set to, on Tuesday, travel to the Netherlands for that NATO summit where no doubt these questions will be posed. And it's likely that the Middle East and the escalations there will certainly dominate discussion.
Indeed. All right, Kimberly, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much. Kimberly Halkett there at the White House.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.